Okay, so I'm over here working on the white room. I'm doing all the rubber seals on all the doors on this fan. I did a couple the other day. I'm finishing up the back doors this morning. So, you know, I took this thing out on some dirt roads last weekend, which it's not going to see a lot of in the future because I took it on some back roads. It got some scratches that hey, you know, it's an old van, I know that. But anyway, a lot of dust got inside. The rubber seals leaked on the bottom, and plus exhaust can leak in through. This one here, I already did all the prep work on. You can see I cleaned out everything in that groove. Here's the new rubber seal. You poke those in, and then I'll be squirting the rubber adhesive on that, and I have that right here. I'm just using this stuff here from my local auto body store, black super weather strip and gasket adhesive. All right. So, we're gonna work on this door. So on this one, the first thing I need to do is pull this pin right here. Then I'm gonna show you how I scrape that out and clean that rubber seal up. Get that stuff out of there. You can see it's all crusty and gross, and they painted over it. So we're gonna clean that all up and put a new seal in. Okay, so once you have this thing all cleaned up the way you like it, so I've got it all cleaned up underneath there and up and down both sides, all the way up and down. So now I'm going to wire brush that. Not much, just enough to take any loose stuff off. So I'll go around and do that. Okay, once you get the piece of rubber figured out exactly what you're doing, it fits right in there just like that. Okay, so this rubber, it fits right in there just like that. And then there's a little push pin. I'll show you that in a second. So you just take these little pins right here, these little white pins, and you push them right back in the little holes where you saw me pulling the old ones out of. Yeah. Works pretty easy. Just push that in there, and that's it. Keep doing that. That's it. Yeah. You just continue that all the way around. So once you get the snap-a-rooney down, it goes pretty easy. See, that's caught. There it is. You can feel it. There you go. Look at that. See, there's still a pin right there. I didn't get out. All right, so there you have that one. That took about 10 or 15 minutes. So now I'm gonna glue that stuff on with that glue. So let me get that stuff ready, and we're gonna schmuck that on there. And you know, you gotta have glue. If you look at these corners, Yeah, you got to put the glue, because if you look at these corners, you see there's not much there. So that glue, when I get that behind there all the way around, see that? Now some guys would glue that before they put the rubber on. I'm telling you, that's not a good way to do it. I'll put that glue in there. They make a snout on that thing just for this. You glue it and then you shut the door and you leave it shut until that glue sets, and it'll seal really good. So here's these two little pins for that other door. Let's go stick those in. Don't lose those. You could probably use a little screw, but... So these little pins are right up here. One goes in here, and that piece of rubber, into that little hole. Oh yeah, just like that. Then of course I'll glue the bottom of that, shut the door, and let it all dry. And one in the top. Now, you get the idea. Can't do it one-handed. And there it is. All done. Nice. Ready for glue. Okay, so this glue here has this nice little snout on it right here. So this little snout fits right down. If you look at this molding, you can stick that snout right underneath there. If you look underneath, you can stick that snout right underneath there and glue that. I'm gonna see if I can film some of that. I'm gonna start on the top here, and I'm gonna stick that thing right down between the rubber and the metal, and I'm just gonna goo a bead right down in there. A nice bead. Okay, so it's all glued all the way around. So on the bottom, I actually put a little piece to pull the corners out where they were hanging out a little bit, and a little piece of tape there, and I put a tape on the bottom because the stuff wants to drip down. So a little piece of tape on the bottom. Now I'm just going to shut that door and leave it. So we've adjusted this door a little bit to get it to fit as well as possible. It's not perfect, but it works pretty good. So we're just going to shut that now. There it is. I'm just going to let that dry. Glue the other side. Oop, I got a little schmuck of glue. See it sticking out? Clean that up. Okay, in real time here. A little snout behind the rubber. Put the rubber on first. Alright, squish a nice bead underneath that rubber. Oh yeah. Alright, now I can get off the stool. Up and down both sides now. I'm squirting quite a bit of glue in there. Alright, I'll build a little bit up around there. Okay, so let's check these doors out. It's the next day, and they are all dry and done. I pulled all the tape this morning, so here we go. That stuff looks pretty darn good. Up and around, it's all fastened on all the corners really good. I know I'm getting a really good seal everywhere. Looks good. Look at that. Nice. So it works really well. The only thing is, you know, it's so new that it has a lot of springy power still to it. Still got a lot of spuns in it. So closing this top one, I really got to push it kind of hard. You know, but it shuts. It's nice. It's lining up. And it's all sealed. Thanks for watching. Check you in the next one.